Hey everyone, I just wanted to have a quick chat about fear of failing, procrastination, and forgetting about the joy of actually doing. So the other night I did an impromptu live stream where I was going over my ESP32 development board, and it was pretty cool. I had a few people in chat and there was some fun banter going back and forwards, and it was, I actually enjoy doing live streams. I like the interaction. And I went through the board design, I was going through some of the new features that I'd added. But by the end of the stream, I kind of felt out of sorts. I wasn't sure quite what it was. So I decided to go back and watch the stream again. I know, watching my own videos. And it occurred to me that the whole second half of the stream, I was basically justifying to everyone and to myself why I wasn't going to finish the board. And I had lots of excuses, it was going to end up being 10 times more expensive than a Chinese board. It was end up going to be inferior than other boards out there. It didn't have LiPo charging, all sorts of things. I made excuses about why I'd made the decisions I'd made. But they were all excuses. What actually stopped me was the fear of, I'm not good enough to actually do this. I'm not good enough to make a development board that's going to be useful to people. I mean, who am I to make an ESP32 development board? I'm a hobby electronics hack. I'm self-taught. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I give myself a lot of internal reasons to not complete things because I'm scared of failing or looking bad. I often get so caught up in the end product, whether it's going to be successful or not, whether it's going to be worth doing or not, that I forget about the whole journey, the learning, the discovery. Or I'll get to a point where I'll say, hey, I've learned everything I'm going to learn from this, let's just abandon it. But what I'm really saying is I have pushed myself as far as I'm prepared to push myself through fear of failing, so let's not continue. And that stops me quite a lot in my life. My fear of failing kicks my procrastination into high gear, and boy oh boy can I procrastinate. I tend to gravitate towards difficult challenges, so I have an excuse to justify my failing when my procrastination kicks in. You know the term go big or go home? Yeah, it's more like go big so I can justify my failure. There are so many ways to fuel the procrastination fire. So many excuses. One of the best is, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time seems so real to people. And what it should mean is, I don't have enough time, so therefore this project's going to take a long time to complete. But what it often turns into is, I don't have enough time, so why bother starting? My two worst traits are fear of failing and too much choice, so don't choose anything. I think the fear of failing stops most of us in our lives in different ways, but specifically in the makerspace with so much choice, so much competition, we give ourselves lots of opportunity to fail. I've spent my life fighting my procrastination. I'm under no illusions that I'm ever going to beat it. But what I can do is start being a bit more honest about why I'm stopping myself, why I'm procrastinating. If you're a procrastinator like me, what are your key triggers? Write them in the comments below. Maybe if we all shared, we could overcome them together. I know this has been an unusual video for me, and I'd like to thank you very much for watching. It's now time for me to get back onto completing my ESP32 development board, and I look forward to showing you that in the future. Until next time, catch you later.